How you guys out there doing out there in YouTubeville? So hey guys, I can help you out in not ever finding your way in a predicament like that. Yeah, so I've been working out my whole life, like since 1993 and above, and it doesn't look like it. I don't care. I've done martial arts my whole life. You bench press is not as important as overhead press. Yada 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 yada. So, anyways, I don't know why this guy. I mean, one, okay, he's an experienced lifter, okay? He knows how to do the powerlifting way of putting your legs behind you down there and using leg drive, okay? A really good channel to learn how to bench press like he was trying to do is Untamed Strength with Alan Thrall, okay? So, but here, let's get to the nitty gritty parts. If you rewind and play that again, okay? So he has the bar, okay? This is when you have to unrack the bar, okay? Like, it's like a pullover exercise. I unrack the bar with it, like, when I'm laying underneath the bench press, the bar is up above, like my eyes are high, maybe high forehead, about eye level. He is all the way down here. He scoots himself so deep into the bench. He's so far away from the bar, okay, that instead of unracking it and placing it here, right, I'm underneath the bar, unracking it here. He's like way, can you see me? He's like way back here, way up here laying down. Having 100-pound girl spot him, it's stupid. This is giving, like, you know, the stereotype that meatheads and jocks are stupid. I mean, I don't understand how this guy's lived that long and not having shoulder problems by scooting down so much into the bench that he's trying to, it's called a dumbbell pullover. When you lay on a bench, like sideways, you can look up dumbbell pullover, and I would have like a 65-pound dumbbell right now, and you're pulling it, stretching and pulling it over your face, stretching and pulling it over your face, laying down. This guy's trying to pull over, barbell pullover, dumbbell pullover with a barbell, 300 something pounds. And I don't understand the logic. And he's having 100-pound girl or whatever spot him. You guys want to see this again? Let's watch. You'll see his setup. Watch, check this out. Pardon me. I gotta be what's that called? Surreptitious about my location. Let's see. See, he's so far away. Hold on. Let's watch. I don't know if it'll show. Let's do this all over again. Okay, these are. Okay. He scoots so far down away from the bar. I don't understand. I guess that was. He's really wide grip. Really wide grip. He's almost gonna die. I don't know if that's a reflex or he just knows that she needs to fucking pull this shit over. Death grip on his own girlfriend. So, pardon me guys, it's yeah. So, another thing that he has a really wide grip, but there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Yeah, the way I do bench presses, right? And I've never died under the bar. So the bar's going to be around, a straight line, it's going to be around my eyes. And then see how, I don't know if you can see my width of my hands. I'm not way back here. I'm about a little bit outside shoulder width. so that when I unrack it, I'm actually coming down on like my diaphragm, and I go straight up. Some people, they come here and they come back toward the bench instead of up. They come back toward the bench. The person who invented going straight up, as you would think it's common sense, is Louis Simmons. Because if you're laying on a bench, okay, you unrack it, a lot of times your bar path is not here. They come actually, the bar starts here and it comes, see I'm going over my diaphragm, so the bar path is actually like back here. It's almost like this instead of straight up and down. So Louis Simmons recommends you go straight up and down. Another thing that this dude is doing, he's going really wide. The wider you go, you will generally look at from here. I went on my diaphragm. Wide, I'm coming down to like my nipple line. So the wider you go, the more the bar path is closer to your neck. If you're in the bodybuilding, they say going wide is better for you, stretches the pec, works the pectorals more than just the shoulders and the triceps. Mike Mentzer, who's a famous bodybuilder, doesn't agree with that. But he's basically says the way I'm doing it, you're going to get more like a range of motion. I don't know. I'm not that scientific. All I know is homeboy scooted so far away. It looked like he scooted so far away from the bench. See, I come here and I pull up and I squeeze my shoulder blades together and I come down and unwrap and place it over here. So that when I have to push it, re-rack it, it's just boom, right here. This guy's like I don't know what he was thinking, man. And he had his spotter run away, and he must have been one of those benchers that come back toward the bench, back how I showed that angle, because he just went right over his neck. It was a suicide bomb. Anyways, if you're into bodybuilding or powerlifting, you have to do bench press. In my opinion, or I think, what's that, Mark Ripito of Starting Strength, the very popular weightlifting guru. If you don't do, he prefers overhead press like I do. But he says, said something on one of his podcasts, you can't stress the pushing muscles any more than doing bench. So people prefer dips, but basically to overload the upper body pushing muscles, bench press is necessary. But if you're one of my acolytes, give me a second to swig this coffee, please. I don't really do bench press, not because I suck at it, but because overhead press is generally considered better for real life functionality and martial arts. And I know why. I can tell you why. When I was in martial arts and we would clinch, we'd start to grab each other. I don't know if the camera's mirrored, but this would be your left arm. So to go underneath here, until it's called pummeling, underneath your armpit, and then grabbing the back of your shoulder. Okay, that's one. That's how if you could get two. This is exaggerative. You want to keep your hands in, but this is just to exaggerate that I'm going underneath your right arm. So now you're both underhooks. You have a bear hug, okay? But if you can only get one up in there, grabbing the back of the shoulder, coming through his arm, grabbing the back of the shoulder really tight, okay? And then here's your right arm. I go over your arm or grab your sleeve of your long sleeve shirt or jacket, pull this and lift. Pull this and lift at the same time. Pull this and lift. It'll get you off balance. And anyways, so the underhooks and grappling, wrestling, and the power in your shoulders to throw a right cross, punches and all that. It's not just all your arm. You're using hip, yes, yes, yes. But upper press, I call it upper press. You call it military press, overhead press. They're more important than bench press, okay? Unless, I don't know, I can't do dips for shit, dips, because my elbow's fucked up. So bench and dips are gonna hurt anyways. Overhead press is better for your shoulders. It's better on your shoulders. It's better for sports generally. But I do admit, since I haven't been doing bench presses, I don't look like I work out. I don't look good with my shirt off anymore. But I don't care, because I'm just here to tell you, if you care more about go than show, if you care more about performance than building muscles to impress people, overhead press is the way to go. You could look at one of my last videos where I'm punching a bag.